You're listening to The Great Game, a Hunt of the Reckoning actual play by Hallowed Haven Studios. Previously on The Great Game, Aylin confined herself for the remainder of our rail journey across the United States, losing herself in the hyperfixation of deep study she sometimes gets. I wish I could say I'd forgotten what obsessive Aylin could be like, but I'd be lying, and it ain't pretty. Along the way, I came to realize that none other than Snake Delaney and his undead paramour had done damage to the train car I'd rented in order to hide in the ceiling above us, rather than just say they'd changed their minds about joining us. Ah, well, I suppose I can always find a way for them to repay me for the damages, but I'm going to have to front the money for the repair. When we arrived in San Francisco, Emmett, one of my employees, came to pick us all up at the train station, and I was finally able to breathe a little bit easier as I brought this ragtag group of whatnots to my fine home. Unfortunately, Aylin still hadn't snapped out of her fog, so I set her up in a spare room and let the others choose their rooms themselves as I went to change clothes. During the time I took to make a trip to the local telegraph office to check on my messages and run into none other than my Uncle Wyatt Up, that is. Echo experienced some sort of vision of her parents in the dreaming realm of the Fae, and our Valkyrie companion and her retinue turned up their noses at fine feather beds, instead taking over the rooms in the attic not currently used by my admittedly modest house staff. We did some research, during which we determined that as far as my father was concerned, most Fae are more likely to be trickster types than openly malicious, and that the dreaming can in a way, be pulled to a human if they think about such things hard enough. So there was no guarantee we could get into what Echo saw if we tried, and we frankly had no idea how to recreate what had happened. We also looked into a number of other things, and I soon found myself fixated on my study of the apples of the Hesperides, and what they may have done to me when I ate one. The subject proved too interesting for my daddy, and before I knew it, I was sitting in my library having a full-blown conversation with the man who'd raised me and I'd buried some years prior. It was emotional, to be sure, but I wouldn't have traded the time with him for anything. It's too bad the racking of a shotgun outside my window interrupted things, but well, at least now I get to shoot someone.
I'm Clara Allison, and I am playing Aylin Crane, the Inquisitive.
I am Freyja. I'll be playing Verda Vale, aka Raven, the Marshal.
I'm Bloodied Porcelain. I'll be playing Sloan, Holliday, the Inquisitive.
Hi, I'm Termite, and I'll be playing Echo, the Underground.
I'm Overthinker. I will be your storyteller for this finale. Welcome back, players.
You couldn't think of any word to describe it?
Slaughter.
For this
Massacre.
homicidal finale.
Ambush.
That works.
We all need to
there you
chill
go.
just a little bit so that we can actually start playing.
I mean, you could, or you could continue trying to delay the inevitable with bits, which frankly I respect. San Francisco in the 1890s was a bustling golden city of the West, experiencing a rapid transition from a rough-edged gold rush boomtown to a sophisticated modern metropolis. This decade was defined by Victorian architecture, diverse immigrant communities, early motorized traffic, and a booming maritime and financial economy. In 1894, American weapons technology underwent a pivotal transition, moving from outdated black powder, single-shot arms to modern, smokeless powder repeating firearms. The era saw the introduction of the iconic lever-action rifles and the beginning of a standardized small-bore military arsenal. Dr. Alejandro Posados in Buenos Aires, T.C. Gilchrist at Johns Hopkins, and E. Ruxford in San Francisco all began the study of coccidioidomycosis, also known as valley fever. Caused by the inhalation of fungi spores, this condition manifests in symptoms similar to pneumonia and rheumatism. Sloan.
Yeah.
You were talking to your father. You heard a click, and you see in the window behind him a figure raising a shotgun.
I do.
What would you like to do?
Well, hopefully I have time to duck and at least maybe draw my weapon and fire.
Would you like to jump for cover, or would you like to shoot at them?
I mean, ideally, I would hope.
Decision.
Ideally, I would hope that I could like jump for cover and do that thing where you jump like behind like a barrier so that you can like fire up over it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But just use like the wall under the window as the barrier.
So you want to leap towards the shotgun to land under the window and then fire your gun over the windowsill?
You say towards the shotgun. I'm aiming downward out of the shotgun's like immediate range.
Right, because so if
I'm
you go
dropping
down,
to the
you'll be
floor
on the
to
floor.
get to the window. Yes.
Okay. Will you be diving or crawling on sort of your belly?
Diving, I guess.
Cool. So you're going to dive towards the shotgun.
Oh my god, no.
I'm trying to figure out the difference between what you're describing and what I'm describing.
I'm going at a downward angle. Diving towards the shotgun implies that there is no downward angle until the last second, I would assume.
Yeah, the shotgun is currently pointed, I imagine, roughly level with the floor at like chest to eye level.
Yes.
Right, I'm getting
I'm saying
under
that in order
that.
to. Okay. All right. Dex plus athletics to lunge into cover.
Three successes on 3 dice.
Okay. Cool. We'll come back to that. Raven.
Yes.
Wait, no, you're still asleep. Echo.
Yeah, I suppose I need to go through the house and try to find where the people that are breaking in are.
Yeah, some criminal instinct activated. Something is wrong. You were like in bed, right?
Yes.
So you're like undergarments and whatever weapon you grab immediately.
Right, but I would have rather died in the store right now.
Yeah, pretty much. She jumps out of bed, grabs a knife, which she probably keeps under her pillow.
Cool. Will you be searching like quickly and aggressively, or are you trying to sneak around? So it'll either be a wits and awareness or a stealth check.
She'd be trying to be pretty quick and aggressive because,
Something's wrong.
Kind of short on time.
Excellent. Wits and awareness, please.
3.
All right. On 3 successes, you move into the hall, and a couple of things come to your attention. You're on the 2nd floor, I believe.
Okay.
There is a window to your left that is open and was not open when you went to bed. You can hear the sound of multiple boots coming up the front, and somebody just tossed aside a chair in the library towards the back of the house.
Okay. Can I hear any movement coming from upstairs?
On 3 successes, no. Which also means up above you, Raven, Lyra, and Drusilla are not moving around.
Yep. She's going upstairs.
All right, you hit the ladder and head up into the attic, which is the servants' quarters and also where your friends are staying.
Yep, she's going to wake up Raven.
Cool. Aylin.
Yes.
You have been, I believe, in a fit of scientific pursuit and struggle to understand for the past, at this point, almost a week. Messy
Let's call
research
it
mode.
Spite research, yes.
Yeah. First of all, let's do a little bit of catching up and make me a roll to see what you have found out. Tell me exactly what you're studying for.
We went back and forth on this. Whatever it is, she's diving into some occult bullshit, so it's likely she's digging into some of that patron stuff.
Cool. Intelligence plus occult or investigation.
Occult is fine. I was like, can I use desperation? But hey, we're in the middle of a really bad firefight.
Yeah, we can't.
I'm not gonna.
You absolutely may.
Not.
This is exactly what it's for.
It is, but I can't help but notice that there's like a shotgun being pointed at my ex-girlfriend. Oh, fuck. Anyway.
Quick, somebody call Freud.
4 successes.
Okay. 4 successes tell you a couple of things. You diving into this on the train was hard, but obviously you couldn't wait. You didn't have access to a lot of magical literature. So I think you had to get a little more direct and try to meditate yourself into a place where you could communicate with spirits. Or failing that, talk to the spirits you've already got.
Oh, yeah.
Unsurprisingly, none of them are experts in whatever the hell that was. You can comfortably rule out the common supernatural entities. Like, for sure that wasn't a vampire, a werewolf. Almost certainly not a mummy, if that's a real thing. It is a real thing. You fought one. Yeah. Connection to the perfume. It was effectively summoned to protect that item or keep you attached to it. That plus a little bit of uncomfortable reflection on memories you can't look at right now. I mean, you knew him. You physically met before. Assuming that the memories you don't remember are what they seem to be. Which... yeah.
Listen, we've repressed a lot of things, and they're in a box very, very far back in the attic. We're not going in there, but we're going to do our best to look around it.
Mm-hmm. The question now is, are the scrapbooks in that box real or edited? And you can't find out with looking, and we're not doing that right now.
I got other problems.
Yeah. You do come up with a couple of specific pieces of information. First of all, that thing that you have now started calling the patron clearly wanted you to have this perfume. And while the motivations of supernatural creatures are often strange and unpredictable, that seems like a pretty reliable way to ensure some form of safety. If it wants you to have this, then hopefully it will step in to make sure that you keep having it.
It already did.
Yeah. A little bit of study and touching up, and you think you can not necessarily coerce a reaction, but coerce like the echo of that reaction. Actually, scratch that. Something about it manifesting changed the perfume. It is more potent now.
We're not going to examine that either. That seems fine for everyone involved.
Yeah. You feel better when you're wearing it. Safer. Also, I believe you investigated some weapons technology, if I'm not mistaken about your leveling up.
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah. After realizing that, going into whatever just happened is going to require a lot more therapy than has been invented yet. We're going to turn Aylin turns her attention to her blood ghosts and what can be done about the things that are happening that are around us at this point. So we've been working on my trusty sword cane.
Well, with a little bit of heat and manipulation of some forces and a little spritz of this perfume, you're able to infuse the blade with something wholly otherworldly and likely harmful to non-humans. Mostly because it is such an amalgamation of magical effect that most things would look at that and go, why would you put this? This is just bad.
Hey, that's really fucked up. I know I'm fucked up. That's worse, actually. I'm going.
Yeah. Some weapons are crafted with care and precision and expertise. Some are nails in a baseball bat.
Delightful.
And right now, your sword cane is definitely leaning towards the latter. Just a bunch of shit shoved together in a way that'll probably do stuff.
Horrifying.
Yep. Give me a wits and awareness check in this moment as we return to the present.
3 successes.
On 3 successes, it's 2 a.m. You're finally coming out of this. First of all, you're in a really nice house. You've been in this library. You haven't really engaged with the people around you, but true exhaustion is beginning to come for you. And also, 3 successes. I think you overheard a conversation. Not a lot of words, but enough to realize that Sloan is deeply emotional, talking to someone. And right about the time you figured out that someone was Doc, you started to hear people approaching the house. A scratching, scrabbling noise on the wall on the other side of the bookshelf. And the racking of a shotgun.
Oh, is that all? I was going to pop in and check on Sloan. Instead, I think I'm going to pop in and check on Sloan. Carefully, obviously.
Roll for carefully.
Stealth, maybe?
Sure. Dex and stealth.
Three successes.
Excellent. You crack the door open. And now a lot of stuff is going to happen all at once.
Jesus.
First of all, I'm going to roll a d8. I'll tell you why in a little while. Cool. Excellent. Next, bad guys are going to start acting. Through the front door opens, and you hear dogs entering the house. Upstairs, there is a muffled scream. Raven, you awake to a muffled scream somewhere nearby. Roll for that. No, you guys don't see that. The main thing that happens is that the figure outside says, "This is for my sire," and fires the shotgun through the window. She is going to get -3 from her pool because she is shooting at a person who is now very good and very well in cover, having succeeded to dive away. All right. Most of the shot hits the wall. Now she'd have to come in to use it. First of all, she does not see Aylin enter the room. Otherwise, she'd have just swung it over and shot you. She fires down and catches Sloan in the foot. You're only going to take 1 damage for this one.
Okay.
Superficial, I assume?
This is 1 point of lethal damage. Guns are always lethal.
How does that work if I have shield and it's supposed to half it?
Good point. I think the shield protects most of your body, and the foot is the only thing that gets hurt.
Okay, but that doesn't answer my question.
If you can,
I believe it's always rounded
will.
up for damage.
that's what I was about to ask. If you can check to see if it's rounded up or down, but Termite is ahead of the game.
Yep. Damage always rounds up when halved.
Cool. All right. Everyone is now aware that there is an attack underway. We're going to start this again. Echo.
Fuck. All right, Raven's awake.
You
Go.
make it up into the attic area. You hear muffled screaming coming from one of the rooms.
Well, change of plans. We're going to that room.
Okay. You throw open the door and see Rosella, the cook, and there is a pale figure grabbing her and biting her neck.
Ooh, okay. It's unfortunate. Echo only probably grabbed the one knife. She's probably gonna go and try and like separate the two of them.
All right. Any particular method or technique to that, or are you just trying to body this guy?
She's basically just trying to kind of like grab like his hair and like pull his head away. Basically, just we're gonna roll strength brawl for this.
I was going to say strength brawl or strength athletics.
Huh? My athletics is slightly better.
Okay.
Cool.
2 successes. You have convinced him not to finish his meal. There is a fair amount of damage done. She'll need medical attention if she's going to survive.
Well, I mean, that's better than the fact that he was probably about to die, so.
Yes. Sloan.
Yes.
You are under the window. There's a distinct pain in one of your feet, but you may now act.
Well, I'm obviously pulling my foot in so that shit doesn't happen again. I would like to pop up long enough to fire off a quick shot and then duck back down again.
Cool. As you pop up, if you extend your arm through the now broken window, you can basically touch this person with your gun.
Okay, what does that mean for me mechanically?
Just want to make sure you understand the proximity. But yes, absolutely make an attack roll.
Okay. First, I would like to empower my gun, or try to. So that's composure and insight. So that is 7 dice. Oh, well.
Flash indeed.
How many do I need? Difficulty 4, so I'm going to reroll failures because I really can't afford to not have those extra. There we go. Okay. We are empowered, and I am down a willpower.
Cool.
I mean, to be fair, you'd have been down a willpower either way.
Probably.
That's so close.
And
Oh,
then,
yeah. Do you have to spend a willpower to activate this charging thing?
Only if you
don't.
fail.
Only if you
Gotcha,
fail.
cool.
Yeah. And then, okay. We are going to fire. I think we're going to go with quick draw for obvious reasons. So,
real quick, I am going to ask for another roll 1d10.
Okay.
Actually, no, roll your intelligence.
Okay.
Yes. Raw intelligence.
1 success. It's a 7 and a 3, whatever that means.
Okay. On 1 success, you have some of the incendiary rounds on you, but not loaded into your weapon.
Okay. Well, I'm not super concerned about that right now because I don't necessarily need incendiary rounds to kill a vampire. They just help.
Mhm.
All right, so we are going composure and firearms with quick draw. So that puts me at 9 dice plus my specialty.
All right. She's going to engage her dexterity and celerity to try and avoid this attack.
Oh my god. Well, she's going to succeed because I can't roll for shit. Oh, maybe not.
She got 2 and you got 3. That is 1 net success, unless you want a willpower.
No, I'm not going to willpower on that. My gun does plus 3 damage.
All right. You pop up and see this very handsome woman, sort of sharp British features, hair currently tied back, all in black, rack the shotgun, and as she's looking at it as she racks it and just brings her eyes back up to you in surprise as you blow a hole in her chest.
Cool. And then I am ducking again and probably moving along the wall away from the window.
Okay. Raven,
Yes.
you come to muffled screaming and a gunshot blast, and then another one.
Yeah, so she's going to ensure that everyone else is upstairs first.
Mm-hmm.
And then she is going to go to the window and she knows she probably shouldn't call for Loki or Lucian. She's going to take her gun, hand a gun to Lyra, not Drew.
Lyra comes out of her room with a gun
Kind of figured that.
in each hand.
Yeah.
Also, there is somebody fighting. So the way this upstairs area is set up, you've basically got a bunch of like cot and bedstand closet rooms, most of which aren't in use because the staff here is pretty small. So as soon as you get up and open the door, you see Lyra coming out into like the central space, armed, and 2 doors down from you is the sound of fighting, as well as apparently downstairs.
2 doors down, she's going to just load up her rifle with incendiary rounds and then head down there, looking back to Lyra. Ensure no one comes up here. Except for us, of course.
All right, you get to the door and see a pale, sort of Eastern-looking vampire who has very badly injured Rosella, the cook, and is in sort of a hand-to-hand engagement with Echo, who has 1 knife.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to get a good shot, and I don't want to shoot Echo, especially with an incendiary round. Oh, rifle's sturdy. She's going to go up and try to just whack the back of the vampire in the back of the head with her rifle, the butt of her rifle.
Okay. A strength plus melee, I believe. All right. 0 hits and 0 hits on a reroll.
Oh my god.
Ow.
Okay.
You have technically entered the engagement, but this room is not big enough for the two of you to fight effectively against a third opponent. You can't get past Echo to land a hit. Oof. All right, Aylin.
I'd like to stab the vampire in the face with my new sword. Decapitate will also work as an option.
In order to do that, you will need to cross part of this reading room and hop through a broken window.
I mean, she is within arm's distance of the window.
Of the window, yes.
I can't lean out.
You could lean out. I thought it would look cool if you leapt through the window, but if you want to lean out, go for it.
Sorry, I thought we were on the second floor. I'll leap out. I just don't want to have to roll more than my pool for.
You guys are on the first floor.
Yeah.
Don't trick me into
You guys are on the first floor.
into hurting myself with fun stunts, but I'll do it if it's just for story.
Okay. This is going to be Dex plus melee. And
Yep.
Do you have the activating ability for this weapon?
I do, so I do need to empower the thing first.
Cool.
Let's see if I can get this off.
If Aylin can do one thing well.
One success.
Okay.
I'm gonna willpower report. Hold on, I'm willpower.
Fucking willpower
You
that
need to get
shit.
3 out of 3, but go for it.
Well, so here's the thing.
There you go. Oh
That
shit,
also
I'm
works.
wrong.
If
She
she
needs
didn't
it.
re-roll it, she would have lost 3 willpower.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oof. All
Failing
right.
to empower an artifact sucks.
On a second 10, that is 4 total successes.
So it is empowered.
Yes. I have a thought for what this looks like, but if you have a thing in your mind,
Go for it.
I think you helped craft this with advice from some of your magically inclined spirits. I think as you go to empower this weapon, it requires a little bit of them. And where are they?
Oh no.
You hit the pommel against your other hand to draw a little bit of blood, and then tilt the sword downward so the blood runs up the blade.
I always seem to manage to do blood magic in every game I'm in. This is fine.
Yes, this is where the blood magic started.
You
Yeah.
put the ghosts in your blood.
Yeah, I know. Now they're useful.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I believe it's Dex and melee.
Yeah, just an unhinged amount of shit going on. Four successes.
All right, she's going to try and avoid this as well. She is slower on account of being damaged and having tried to do this once already. I think this is right. She gets 2, so that's 2 nets from you. What is the damage of this weapon?
It is fucking 2, I think. It's
Plus 2, yeah.
Yeah, it's plus
2
2.
is
It's
enough.
slashing.
Sloan, you see Aylin, who is not bathed, done her hair, or really
no.
bothered to
Don't.
fully dress herself in the last week.
Aylin looks like a mad woman.
Run out of the library and fully jump, put her foot in the broken glass on the windowsill, and fall blade first into this vampire, slashing its head off.
Well, stranger things have happened. So I'm just like, we're going to have to unpack that later. Right now.
Just nightgown and sword.
Mm-hmm. which means you and Echo are right now pretty matchy.
Yes. It seems they're under attack, and I'm going to go hunt for more vampires.
You hear additional gunshots through the house.
So yeah,
yeah.
We're gonna go hunt for more vampires, I guess.
Cool.
I am not looking for more vampires right now. I have other things to worry about, but
we're gonna move to the bad guy's turn. I'm gonna roll a d8 again. Interesting.
The fact that we can't see what you're fucking rolling makes me incredibly nervous.
That is the intended effect.
Fuck you.
Raven, you hear Snake shouting from downstairs, "Get off her! Get off her! Get off her!" Sorry, Echo. I meant that for... I keep confusing your names tonight. I'm sorry. Echo. Snake is shouting, "Get off her."
He can figure things out himself.
All right. The vampire that is in this closet with the two of you is going to take pulls out a long knife and attempts to stab Echo. Go ahead and give me a dex and athletics to get out of the way. You're trying to beat... 2 hits versus 3. There's not enough room to get out of the way, especially with Raven right behind you. So you instead catch his arm, and as he tries to crush you against the wall and put the knife in your ribs, you go up so it lands next to your head instead. You just push his arm up out of the way.
Hell yeah.
That vampire outside is dead. Which is cool. Never know what her deal was. Doesn't matter.
Presumably that was Benny's child.
Could have been.
I think the one outside was Benny's child.
Yes.
If they wanted us to interrogate them, they shouldn't have tried to kill us first.
If they wanted us to interrogate them, they shouldn't have died so easily.
That's not good at all. This is. Sloan, give me another wits and awareness check.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't get one.
So good at these. Okay, I'm not terrible at these. Never mind. Me whining.
And you can add your desperation to this if you want.
Good. If I don't get it, I just don't get it, you know? 2 successes.
All right, I'm going to roll for him. All right, you don't see it.
Cool.
I'm in the same room.
You're outside.
No, you're outside.
Oh, yeah, I hopped through the window.
Whatever's happening is happening in the library.
Flies back through the window.
That's that. I'm going to take this off and check this off. Oh boy. Tense. Echo. Close quarters knife fight.
Hell yeah. She's been in a few dozen of these before.
Would you like to shank?
Yeah. So given the situation, she's gonna kind of try and bring the knife in from his back, into his back.
Okay, right now he has an arm across your head, basically, pinning you to the wall to his right. You can go under and try to get around him by going over the bed.
Oh no, she's not trying to get around him. She's reaching around and knife toward the both of them into his back.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, make an attack roll. He's going to try and get out of the way. This is not his specialty. Fudge. Yeah. Jesus. What's the damage on this knife?
+2.
So he takes 8 points of lethal damage. Vampire, so it is halved. But, ooh.
The plan is to lodge the knife in there.
Hey, you have a tried and true method of slowing down things that can't be stopped in one shot, and that is everything needs a spine. Not a lot of functioning creatures that can just keep functioning when their spine is fucked up.
Excellent.
So you go in, one knife and a twist, and his legs give out. If you want to keep the knife, it'll give him the option to recover immediately, or you can let it go as he drops, and then he'll have to remove it before he can heal.
Oh, no, the idea is for the knife to stay in there.
Cool. So as he drops, you let it go. That knife did its work. Maybe you'll get it back when he's dead.
All right.
Sloan.
Yes.
Well, the vampire that was trying to shoot you is dead now, but there are other shots taking place in the house. You heard animals. What are you going to do? Your house is under attack, and right now no one is actively trying to kill you.
Well, I know that there are a bunch of badass people in my house, including my Uncle Wyatt. So I'm less concerned about the house itself, or even my party members. I am more concerned with getting my staff and making sure that they're okay. And one of them doesn't live inside the house.
That's a good point.
Um,
You're Emmett, right?
Emmett.
Lives out back?
Yep. Saved his life once. I'm not about to let him die now. It would be such a waste. So yeah, no, I am on my feet, ignoring the agony coming from the one that got shot, and basically running through the house towards the back door.
Cool. The back door is out into the hall, down, take a right. The broken window will put you on the back lawn.
Okay, well then we'll go out the window.
Okay. You hop out the window and dash across the lawn towards the
Guest house, yeah.
rear, toward the guest house.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a wits and awareness roll.
Fuck, okay. Nope, that is the wrong die roller. 4 successes.
It does not appear to be disturbed. Well, it's dark, but there's no sign, like, the door is closed.
There's no, like, light on or anything? Because there have been, like, gunfire. There's been gunfire. No lights come on inside?
It's also been a pretty short amount of time.
I suppose that's
Let's
fair.
say that as you're approaching, the door opens, and a shirtless Emmett is, like, looking in your direction.
My eyes are real wide.
Yeah, on 4 successes, it's clearly Emmett. He's clearly waking up.
I am going to point towards the back gate that's nearby his home. Run. Don't come back until dawn.
He nods and takes off into the night.
Praying he will be okay now that I've gotten him clear of most of the fighting, and then I'm turning back towards the house.
Yeah, just the roll of a dice to find out. Raven. You have a clear line of sight on a mostly paralyzed vampire on the ground who's trying to fish a knife out of his back so he can come after you guys.
Now I'm going to. Now Raven is 100% going to shoot him.
Roll it.
Right for the head, too. Dex and firearms, right?
Composure, I believe.
Oh, composure. My bad.
Yeah.
To be fair, you've called it
success.
both ways, so.
I have. It's sort of contextual. Like most of the rolls that I have you guys make.
Unfortunately, that is explicitly how firearms work.
Yeah.
But yes, 4 of 8.
4. He gets 0 successes on his one remaining dice to
so
dodge.
Hard.
Yeah, you were in like slow is smooth and smooth is fast. It's 2 steps to put your foot on this guy's chest and blow his head clean off. Before you have fully worked the bolt to load a new round, your foot sinks through the muck that was him. And that is 2 vampires dispatched.
Hopefully Sloan doesn't mind a bloody mess.
No blood. He just disintegrated like an old corpse.
Well, no blood from him.
Mess?
No blood
Yeah.
from him. Yes, there's a lot of blood in the room. Aylin.
Well, since the unnatural, my version of it has precise, which gives me the ability to figure out who in the room is present.
Mhm.
If I start walking around the premises, would it proc, would it maybe give me a direction to find the monsters?
Yes, absolutely. If you activate it in this moment, I'm going to say that it's going to start giving you locations of creatures nearby. And the more hits you get, the more adversaries you will know about, and the more you will know about them.
Then I'm going to do that.
Sweet. You are coming out of deep meditation. All you're about is knowledge. You are drawing on knowledge. Like, you're saying to the universe, tell me.
2 successes.
The universe is ignoring you. You want to let that stand?
How many do I need? I'll re-roll it. Fuck it. 3 successes.
Okay, 3 successes. There is a vampire in the library on the other side of the table that Sloan was sitting at when she was doing her research. You turn and look and see sort of a shadow of a form that your eyes can't quite land on.
I'm going to scrabble back into the library.
Cool. Yeah, you've got a bead on this amorphous shape as they have grabbed a book.
Oh, come the fuck on. Yeah, if I have a sort of idea as to where they are, I will just start swinging.
I think detecting was your action for this turn, but you have a bead on them and can chase them down on your next.
That's fine. Yeah, Aylin is
their ability to, spoiler alert, obfuscate themselves is now wholly their mundane ability to get away from you. You've beaten their obfuscate discipline.
That's fine. Aylin is open mouth sniffing, covered in blood, in a nightgown, and hasn't showered in like a week.
You're a thing that they will draw in future horror novellas.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Next round. Oh. Oh, that sucks. Okay. It's gonna stay. Okay. Gonna mark this guy as dead. Actually, wait, I need to check something. No, you did that. You did that. That's all good. Okay. Upstairs, you hear people coming up the ladder into the attic. Fast. The figure in the library looks at you, sees you looking at him. His features become clear. He is just a twisted gray face, like someone grabbed him right around the top of his mouth and pulled down, and he stayed that way. He snarls at you and takes off towards the front of the house. Other stuff is happening, but we don't need to worry about that right now. Echo. The vampire in front of you is dead. You retrieve your knife. Someone is coming up into the attic.
Raven, handle them. Echo is going to try and improvise the first aid by basically like tearing her nightgown into like strips and
Please stabilize my cook. We need her.
That is what she's doing.
Cool. Yeah, roll for it. You usually use craft to make bandages in this case.
Yep.
4 off the top. You tear a chunk out of your nightgown, and only the audience is going to notice that it looks a little bit hot. But you also then realize she's in bed. She's surrounded by sheets.
She didn't think that far ahead.
Nope. So you're putting the first bandage on and you're like, wait, I have all this cloth. Put it in place, hold it in place, bind it in place. Yeah, I believe first aid with like extra dice now, right? Sorry, I can't remember how we usually do this.
My 1 dot in medicine coming to save us.
4 successes. Yeah. You put this in place. You're like, I got the fabric. I need to create enough pressure. This, that. Tie it tight. Done. She is very pale. She's no longer losing blood.
That's what's important right now, at least.
Cool. Sloan.
Yeah.
As you turn to head back to the house, you see Emmett open the gate and get pistol whipped in the face. A guy walks in, points the pistol down at him, then sees you and is bringing it up.
Oh, I'm already drawing on him. That was a mistake on his part.
Cool.
All right. 9 dice plus my specialty.
And I will explain to you why Emmett did not die in this moment after the fight. Because he could have.
I'm just double checking something. 1 sec, sorry. Yeah, okay. No, I'll stick with 4. That's fine. It's not as good as some of my other rolls, but I don't want to blow. Oh my god. Sorry, Adobe's being really awful. It keeps locking up.
Okay. Well, you rolled 4 to hit. He's not going to dodge because he does not have that ability, nor is he going to resist more than 1 point of damage, which means he, as a mostly mortal, takes 6, which is just enough to kill him. This guy walks in, smacks your friend in the head with his gun, and that's more than enough time for you to shoot him in the chest.
Do I recognize him?
No.
Okay. Is Emmett unconscious?
You want to go check?
I would assume I would know if he was moving or not from where I am.
It is pitch black out here, and he is on the other side of the garden.
Emmett?
We will deal with that in a minute.
Okay.
Raven.
After Echo said that, she's immediately going to go take care of that.
Cool. You step out back into the main area just in time for Lyra to fire a shot at a character coming up the stairs. The gunshot illuminates a manic-looking young man in suspenders, this massive grin on his fanged face. There is something green all over his hands as he charges towards you guys.
Yeah, just aiming right for his head. No hesitation.
Cool.
For success.
All right, he's going to try and get out of the way. Three successes to get out of the way. Most people, when they have a rifle leveled at them, show some form of hesitation. There is none. If vampires have some inborn desire to protect their lives, this one seems to have lost it somewhere.
He dropped
one
it
net
on the way
success.
inside the house.
Yeah.
Right.
What is the damage of your weapon? I believe it is 3? 2 or 3?
It's a 3, and then we add the incendiary, whichever that is, on top of it.
Incendiary turns this from damage he can reduce by being a vampire to damage he cannot.
Got it. Yeah, then just plus 3.
All right. You blast this guy, and you blow off most of his jaw and a chunk of his neck, and he keeps coming.
Okay.
Yeah. Aylin.
It feels like there's someone trying to steal a fucking book, and I'm so tired of defending books. So I'm gonna start swinging.
All right. You chase him down the hall leading towards the front door. You can see as you move through the front room that Snake is currently fighting a dog. A big, nasty-looking dog on the carpet. A guy who looks half dog himself and has big claws is just trading brutal blows with Maggie. And Wyatt Earp is picking himself up, having blasted another dog.
So utter chaos. I don't have time for any of that. I am going to go after the book thief.
All right. Yeah. Dex and melee plus your bonus.
Oh my god.
That's 2 successes.
Yeah.
On 8 dice.
On 8 dice.
How much will you got left?
I'm burning through my willpower. This will be the last time I do it. 4 successes.
All right, 4 successes. He's going to try and get out of the way. He was kind of relying on stealth to keep him good. So he only gets 1. You said the damage of your weapon was 2?
2.
Cool. So you don't manage to kill this guy, but as he's running, he's almost made the door when you take a flying leap, sword down pointed in both of your hands, land on top of him and drive it into his back. So now he is dragging you as he continues to attempt to flee the house.
That's fine. Aylin's just gone mad. It's fine. Don't worry about her, everyone else.
Aylin is now riding a vampire and not in the fun way. Great.
Yeah, Aylin's not a real fighter. Like, she's never really learned. So it is as
this is scrappy survival combat.
Yeah, while Raven is like this elegant combatant and Echo is throwing swords, throwing knives. Aylin is just hacking at this thing.
All right. You guys are doing okay, but that's not ideal.
What?
Just the rest of the battle is happening. Your allies are being injured.
We've taken out like 3 vampires.
You've taken out 2 vampires.
And a human.
Yeah. Okay. Raven, as a second identical vampire with slightly different hair comes up behind the first one, they're going to rush at you and your sister. I'm going to need you to try and dodge.
Okay. Dex and athletics.
Yep.
Okay.
Or you can do like a melee if you're trying to fight back, but Dex and
Holy
athletics
shit.
is good. Your 5 to his 4.
5 and it's a critical.
Yeah. So this guy comes at you. His aim is probably a little off on account of his head being a little off center. But he swipes at you with these claws, and you can just smell them. There is something horrid. If you get hit with these, your problems will last for weeks or months.
No, thank you.
Indeed. I'm also going to have you roll that for Lyra.
Okay.
As the
Which I
second one
think-
gets 3 to try and hit.
I can't remember what her.
I think we said
I think it was
6.
just. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. That's 3.
Okay. She is not going to take any serious damage from these claws. She did get scratched. All right.
Well, if we can fight back, we're going to immediately fight back.
We're going to go back to Echo.
Hello.
You come out, knife in hand, to see 2.
2 knives. I grabbed the vampire's knife too.
Absolutely. It is a long and curved. It's a karambit.
Oh.
Yeah. Which, for those of you who don't know, is a knife that you hold and the blade comes out curved outwards or forwards from the bottom of your hand. And there are a pair of vampire twins with nasty-looking claws throwing down against Lara and Raven.
Well, no time like the present. We're throwing the karambit at because it's the one that would end up in her main lane. We're gonna throw that at the one that's attacking Raven.
Cool.
Remember that I have a specialty in throwing shit.
Nice.
Yeah. I step that work. I have to say at least
5, very nice.
good. Place. Shit.
Yeah, he's going to try and get out of the way of that. He's worse at it because he's injured. Still manages to get 3. So you land with 2 net on a 1 damage weapon. Oh, wait, knife is 2 damage?
Knife is 2.
Okay. In that case, this guy runs up. Raven, you're able to backstep and sort of interpose your rifle. And right as he's grabbing the rifle and trying to come over it at you, a knife slams into the side of his head. What's left of it. The force jerks it sideways, and with a little bit of a shove and a twist, the head comes off, and the vampire begins to disintegrate.
One hell of a name.
Sloan,
Yes.
you are outside.
Yes.
If I think Emmett's injuries are unclear. If he's been knocked unconscious, he is unconscious.
Okay,
He's
so
not
he did
currently
not. He
responding,
did not answer.
But
Okay.
there are sounds of violence from inside.
Jesus Christ. I am. How far away from me is he?
If you want to go over and check on him,
I am asking how far away he is.
Right. 30 odd feet.
So in order to go over and check on him, I would basically sacrifice my whole turn.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
I guess I'm headed back for the house. I'm just going to have to pray that him being unconscious means that most people are just going to step over him and just decide that he's not like going to be a problem. Maybe he's dead. I hate everything.
Yeah, you get back inside. You can hear a struggle in the front room and a struggle upstairs.
Front room is closest.
You haul ass out to the front room, and there is, Uncle Wyatt has pushed a freakishly large dog off of him. The other one is currently like mauling Snake. And Maggie and this claw vampire with like cat-like eyes are trading blows.
Okay, so there are 3 targets in the room?
2 targets. 1 live dog that's attacking Snake and 1 live vampire that's attacking Maggie.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. I would like to I'm going to split my dice pool, and I want to take a shot at either of them.
Okay.
Termite.
Yes.
Remind me, can a specialty only apply once if you split your die pool?
Yes. So effectively, the way it works is you take your full die pool, and then separate that however you see fit.
Okay, cool. That's what I figured. Cool. So, we will do 5 dice with no specialty on one, and then 4 dice with a specialty on the other, because the specialty just gives me an extra die anyway.
Cool.
Aiming at the thing going after Snake first. Of fucking course. It's 1 success.
Okay. Well, it is not a supernatural. I mean, it is, but it's not that supernatural. So it doesn't dodge bullets.
Okay, so it's still hit.
Yes.
So that's 4 damage to that. And then
Okay.
4 dice. And the specialty sharp. Shooter against the vampire. 3 successes on that one.
All right. He is going to try and get out of the way. Injured already. He only gets 2.
Okay. 4 successes on that.
Okay. You walk in, see the situation, pull your second gun, and shoot both of these targets. The dog in the side and the man also in the side.
Okay. And mechanically, there's no action economy for things like reloading. It's just assumed that it happens.
Mm-hmm.
So do I have to do something special to put the incendiary rounds in, or can we assume that by now I can do that?
Let's say that you swapped one of your guns to incendiary and pick which of these 2 targets got the fire.
The vampire, for sure.
Cool. All right. Raven.
Yes.
The one in front of you is dead. There's still one of them attacking Lyra.
How close is he to, how close are they to Lyra?
3 feet. But you've got a side profile of both of them.
Trust my gut, going to aim and fire.
All right, he's going to try and get out of the way.
Yeah.
Three to your 4.
4 success.
All right, another 1 net success. He takes a nasty clip and is continuing to fight. And Aylin, you're being dragged out the front. I did forget that on his turn, this vampire is going to try and throw you off. So I'm going to need you to make probably a strength and athletics check to try and hang on. Unless you can argue for something else, which feel free.
Unless you'd let me use like a melee instead.
Yeah.
Considering the sword's what's keeping me in him.
Sure. Phrasing.
Yeah, I know. So would that be strength and melee or dexterity and melee?
Strength.
Fine. 3 successes?
To his 4.
Boo, I say.
He manages to, taking a little bit more damage, he manages to spin and like reach around and grab you by the leg and toss you into the yard. But it's now your turn.
Which is great, because I think that puts me in front of the way he's had in front of him. So, yeah, I'm going to swing on him.
Cool. Hopping up, now covered in dirt as well as some of your blood.
I look insane.
You do look absolutely insane.
5 successes.
To his 2. Yeah, you run up to this guy, and right as you hear him saying, "Fucking I'm going to get out of it. And like raising his arm like he's trying to cover himself, he looks up just as you bring the sword down on his neck.
Like she's chopping wood, nothing fancy. Just I'm gonna retrieve the book. What was the book?
What do you think it was?
Seriously? We didn't hide that better?
It was on the "Are we gonna look into this" pile.
God damn it. All right, well, book is now in my chemise.
He spends a lot of time there.
It really does.
That book spends a lot of time in places that it shouldn't be.
It absolutely does.
It truly is the safest place.
Final roll of the D8. Okay. The vampire that was fighting Maggie, having taken this nasty wound to its side, lashes out and takes off her arm before she gets her fingers in under his jaw and yanks his head off. Erp, who is on the floor next to Snake, puts his revolver over and kills the horrible dog. Lyra manages to create a little bit of distance by kicking the injured vampire in the chest and then empties both of her revolvers into it. And as the sound of gunfire dies down, quiet.
Can I regain a point of willpower?
You defended your house. You absolutely may.
Okay. As soon as the sound of gunfire dies down and it seems like the fighting is over, I am running back outside to find Emmett.
He has blood on his head, but he's coming in the door when you make it to the back.
Oh, thank God. You all right?
Peachy. Absolutely peachy. And just sits down hard.
Yeah, that's about how it feels.
Sloan, your foot.
What? And then I'll look. Oh, right.
Yep. Your shot.
Fuck.
Upstairs, Lyra is looking at the dead vampire and reloading. Actually, she drops those revolvers, goes into her room, and comes out with two more. And then starts to stumble and looks down at where the one vampire nicked her with his claws. That doesn't feel right. I think I need to sit down. Raven and Echo, you guys can clearly see Lyra starting to get a little pale as she goes for a chair.
Raven's going to run immediately over.
Yeah,
Sloan.
she's a little pale and lets one of the revolvers fall. What? Pulls it up and you can see green, just nast around this, just the smallest cut.
Is there a doctor locally?
Yeah. Middle of the damn night, though.
It doesn't matter. Unless anyone else is going to go, I think Aylin is going to throw a dressing gown on and start heading to town to find a doctor.
Helen wouldn't know where to go. San Francisco is in a small place.
Well, then you can tell me.
Echo is probably going to head downstairs. Unfortunately, she knows enough about what she assumes is poison to know that she doesn't know how to treat.
Fair enough. Anybody who wants to can make an intelligence medicine check. Echo, as you go down the stairs, you see Maggie, who has one arm and is looking ferociously pale, like kneeling over Snake. There's a decent amount of blood.
We know.
Hang on, Echo. Are you going to respond to this?
Going to walk over. Maggie, I'm going to politely ask that you back off. Before I... Go ahead.
No, you finish.
Before I do to you what I did to the rest of the ones that I found.
She sits up a little bit. Again, missing an arm. Very pale. She doesn't look quite as dead as when she was in the steamer trunk, but it's close. Says, I either need to feed or I need to feed him. And you see that the blood is not from anything she has done. The dog mauled his face pretty bad. He's going to have permanent scars if he gets medical attention quickly. Unclear if he's going to be okay. I can heal him, but I need a little bit of blood.
Everything about this.
Sloane's not going to hesitate. Sloane's just going to walk over and hold out her hand.
Fuck,
Okay.
I still have
well,
an
I
open
was
wound.
creating a moment for Echo.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought she wasn't. I thought she said, I'm not going to do anything about this. I'm sorry.
Okay. Your friend, your vampire you don't trust. You can go get Sloan and have somebody else and have them do it. Or you can give some of your own blood.
One time and that's it. If I find out you gave him blood again, then I'm taking it.
She nods.
Yeah, she will offer an arm.
All right. You let this vampire feed on you. Give me a stamina and resolve check real quick.
Not great. Well, that's 4 successes.
4 successes. It feels good. There's a part of your brain that's like, I can see why people would enjoy this, but I don't. So as soon as you have enough, stop. Like there's a temptation to sort of relax and get lost. No, not to you, there's not. And after a moment, she lets go, has already, immediately goes and bites her own hand and places it by his mouth. Gives you a nod, like we're good here.
Hello? There we go.
Yep, there you go. Welcome back.
Then it's over to Aylin and Sloan.
Cool. Now, Sloan, what were you doing?
Not much at the moment.
You're coming back through the house. There's a dead vampire out there. There's a dead guy in the road behind your house. You have neighbors too, but that might not be as important as several injured people.
Yeah.
Sloan, I'm going to grab Emmett and we're going to get a doctor.
Can't bring a doctor here.
Then we'll bring them, I don't know, do you have to Emmett's cottage?
We have a car. Just Emmett.
Yes.
Would you be kind enough to go bring the car around so that we can take people who need to see a doctor to him?
We are going to have a very serious conversation about how much you pay me.
I know.
And then he gets up and at this point is holding a cloth against his head, so he's actually slowing whatever bleeding there is.
You're welcome, by the way.
Sort of waves over his shoulder as he steps and then starts sort of loping out towards the car.
We're gonna look over at Wyatt. This is them. One that shot me in the foot. One that shot me in the foot said it was for her sire. I guess it's Benny.
He nods. His right leg, his pants are soaked with blood, and he's like tying a bandage around his calf.
Oh, that ain't no mosquito bite.
Nope. Reckon I'll be
recuperating.
Actually, I don't think he is that bad off. Nope, I didn't roll him. For a quick behind the scenes, if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
The D8, I listed out the 8 NPCs in this house, and each turn that you guys didn't substantially impact the vampires, kill one. I rolled that D8, and since each of the 3 groups belonging to the 3 of you who have friends here had one slightly supernatural person, being Wyatt, Lyra, and Maggie, it's first one per group doesn't kill them. But if you guys haven't killed a vampire and I roll the same group twice, one of your NPCs dies.
Okay.
You managed to stay ahead of that just enough that a lot of people got hurt and no one was outright killed.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Who all is injured?
At this point, I think the only people in the house who aren't injured are Drusilla, Miss O'Leary. No, I'm done talking.
I did not get hurt.
Where is Miss
Drusilla and
O'Leary?
O'Leary. She very wisely stayed in her room.
Okay, good.
She lives in the attic. She heard violence and did not come out.
I am going to try to tidy the house. The rest of you can go to find a doctor, because it seems like at least one of you needs it desperately.
How hurt are people? I can do some minor treatments for light wounds.
I took a shotgun blast to the foot, so...
Why are you litigating this? Just go. You're running out of time.
We do need to see the doctor as quickly as possible.
Anybody who wants to, intelligence plus first aid, medicine.
Sure.
I'm waiting for the car to pull up, so...
I'll roll it, but I don't have medicine.
Okay.
2.
All right.
3.
Echo, 3 hits. Your triaged opinion. The cook is the worst off. Snake would have been second, but whatever that vampire blood is doing, it appears to be patching him up pretty quickly. Unclear what a missing arm means for Maggie, but having taken some blood and given some blood, she's looking pretty feral again. Yeah, everybody else, that poison on Lyra might be the next thing, because it's a big question mark.
We sure it's poison?
That's the question mark.
They're
Seems
called
like
poxes. I can't imagine it's anything good.
Certainly
No.
not anything good. I doubt it was anything. I feel like it's poison because it happened damn near immediately. Regardless, we need to get Rosella to the doctor first.
Again,
Most
out of character,
importantly,
waiting
yeah.
for the damn car to be brought around. There's nothing like...
The car comes around. You can get Rosella, Lyra, Sloan, and one, maybe two others. White insists that he's fine.
I'm going to grab the bag of cash from the birdcage to bring with me, because we may have to pay this doctor a handsome fucking fee for him to have plausible deniability about what's going on.
Wyatt, are you tying a tourniquet, or are you just putting pressure on your leg?
Tied it up. I'm all right. I've done this before.
Pressure or tourniquet?
There's a pressure bandage.
All right.
Now, if somebody could get me some salt.
It's in the kitchen.
I'll go to the kitchen.
I'm
Pulls
going.
himself upright and starts hobbling after you.
I'm going to help carry Rosella out.
Cool. Given that, Echo, you're currently the medical expert in the room, you're also probably the one most qualified to keep everyone stable on the road.
Yep.
So Sloan and Echo head to the doctor, and Raven and Aylin stay at the house.
Do I have a way of getting a message to Harry?
Do you?
Beyond a telegram.
I mean, yeah, you could go there and see him.
Jeez. That's a huge expenditure of energy for this, but I might, because I think I want to ward the house. But I might check in with Wyatt first. What does he need the salt for?
He has gotten into the kitchen. Clotting agent.
That can't be good for you.
Oh, ha. That's brisk.
Aylin just stares at him. All right. Well, are you sure you didn't need to go to the doctor?
It's not all my blood. See, that dog out there jumped me. And he had you know what? I'm not going to tell Lady all the details, but it's not all my blood.
Aylin's just standing there looking insane. All right.
By the way, Wyatt, it's a pleasure to meet you proper.
They've definitely met before.
We've met.
Sorry, I don't seem to recall. What was your name there?
I'm Aylin Crane.
Well, how about that? Excuse my manners. I fully did not recognize you.
It's fine. Things have changed.
You a vampire now?
No.
All right.
She looks completely confused. Oh, all right, Uncle Wyatt.
Because apparently, when we're sort of cool with vampires now, so if you was a vampire, you could just,
We're not. We've made an exception.
Just I saw you running around and you cause blood and you hit people with a sword.
How's that any different than what you're doing?
I got a gun.
Right. Well, that might be why we don't talk very much. All right. I'm going to go check. I think. Do you know anything about warding?
That where one fella sends his kid to live with another fella.
Aylin is too tired to deal with this man right now. All right. Well, got it. I'm going to check on something and maybe figure out a better way to protect the house. If you feel faint, I suppose let us know.
Right. I'm going to set up with a shotgun out there in the living room in case any more of them show up.
Aylin just gives Wyatt just like a blank face for a moment and then turns around to leave and checks on Gordon, are you awake?
Yes, Mom. Everything all right out there?
No, and I think we need to get back to Italy. Just briefly.
Right.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if there's a way to just poke our head in.
Partial teleportation is more dangerous, actually, in a lot of cases, yeah.
Above table, how long will... I don't want to be gone super long, because A, that's really annoying for, like, a game. But I might pop back to Italy to grab Harry and Angelo.
You can certainly attempt it. If the dice cooperate, you can land pretty close to the house. If not, you might end up walking for a couple hours to get there. Or dying.
I'm gonna check in with... I'll find Raven, then just check in with her about it.
Yeah, Raven. Your sister just got run off in an automobile to make sure everything's okay. She did not look great.
Pacing. She is pacing.
Raven, it's hard to speak to you when you won't stand still.
I can't really help, but I need to do something.
I am going to try to go to Italy.
But how? What for?
I need Harry. I think I want to ward the house.
Can you not ward the house on your own?
I pop back inside. Can we ward the house on our own?
The Italian couple poke their heads up. Well, if we could find a source of power in the area and bend it to our will a little bit, we could put up a rudimentary shield against undesirable beings.
What kind of source?
Well, concentrated areas of power, this sort of manifestation, certain items with a connection to a ley line would be able to provide a temporary influx, but ultimately you want to find something in the water. It's like drilling a well. Oh, sorry, it's like, yes. You tap a vein that exists. I could look for one. Might take a little bit of time, but...
Do you think... and Harry and Angela would have to do the same, wouldn't they?
See.
Right, then we can do this on our own. And I'll send a telegram tomorrow, and maybe they will just show up.
All right. I'm going to have you roll me. I believe I gave that gentleman a specific dice pool for trying to find magical effects.
Yep.
Go ahead and
Sorry, I'm digging
throw
through.
that. You can add your... as a result of this battle, the danger decreases by 4.
Yay!
Yay. All right, not that terrible. It's charisma awareness.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, 1 success.
Cool. You start looking. You do not know this town very well. And he makes it, sort of explains that one of the best ways to find these hubs of energy, these ley lines, is to know the area pretty well and understand the sort of social and emotional significance of places.
I will wait for Sloan to get back then.
Cool. On 1 success, this is going to be a couple of days project at best.
That's fine.
Raven.
Yes.
Drusilla comes up and taps you on the shoulder.
She takes a deep breath and turns around. How are you doing, Drew?
She is absolutely stone face. Just no personality or character going on right now. And she signs to you quickly, we need to hide bodies.
Good point. Is Aylin still nearby?
Yeah,
I think Aylin is wandering around the property, sort of, she has a stick that she's like dousing rodding and poking at bushes with.
Sloan's neighbors are so going to be so disturbed.
All right, probably not Aylin then. Who's the closest nearby that we could ask?
It's you, Drusilla, Wyatt, and Aylin are the people in... Well, no, there's also Maggie and Snake.
And our house and the housekeeper.
And the housekeeper upstairs, yes.
Well, the housekeeper would know where to hide a body.
Poor
We're going to
Mrs.
go speak to the
O'Leary.
housekeeper.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, yeah, it is O'Leary, right?
Yep.
Maybe not. Wyatt.
Wyatt nods and gets up on his somewhat bum leg, shotgun still in hand.
You didn't have to get up, sir. Do you know... I'm sure you've had to deal with bodies before. Where we could put them for now?
Well, if you've only got this debt, and he kind of pokes towards the pile of bones and mummified flesh that used to be the clawed vampire in the front room. You can sort of just burn. Now these, points towards one of the dog creatures. You probably got to bury. Although folks attacking your house, maybe logging in. Let's dump them out in the woodshed. I'll take a talk to the local law in the morning.
Okay, that works, I guess. And we'll start rounding up the bodies.
Cool. And yeah, the rest of you guys drive through the night. Echo and Sloan, give me a wits and awareness check.
Four.
1. Echo's tired.
You are tired and focused on the well-being of the people in this car. Sloan is keeping an eye out. You notice as you're driving along, every now and then in an alley, there's a shadowy figure just watching you pass. But whoever they are, they don't intervene. You guys make it to the doctor. And that's where we'll take our break.
Thank you for watching The Great Game. If you enjoy this story, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to follow more of our content. You can find all of our actual plays on our website at www.hallowedhavenstudios.com. Please consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/hallowedhavenstudios. Your support helps make more stories like this possible.
Welcome back. The next morning, the sun rises on a unrested group. A bunch of you got back from the doctor a little before dawn. Insisted on waiting until the sun had started to rise, so there was some light in the air in case more vampires were hanging around. They would be unlikely to make a move. Those of you still in the house have not slept. What if they come back? What if there's more of them? What if they're waiting? But the sun brings safety. Those of you not currently enjoying the effects of morphine are reinvigorated by a feeling of safety and the knowledge that some of your enemies are currently being tossed into the fireplace. They're old and brittle bones dissolving in flame. What do? The four of you gather.
Oh, we slept. Do I get my willpower back?
You did not sleep. You got patched up. Some of you got a little bit high.
Okay. Sloan has been very quiet and very out of it. She's just kind of got this perpetual stare into the middle distance. And is smoking a lot. Which is a thing I think Aylin would know she does when she is thinking no, because she didn't smoke the last time they were together. So never mind. Aylin wouldn't know that.
She didn't? I thought we smoked like chimneys.
No, you did.
Oh, that's true.
You did that.
I'm so sorry. The royal we. Yeah, no.
The middle distance there is a big Sloan is deep in thought thing.
The middle distance also happens to be your broken back window. Just the position from your usual chair.
Penny, for your thoughts.
Just thinking.
Clearly. Sloan, can I speak with you?
About what?
Something I heard last night.
What was that?
She looks at the rest of the people in the house, or in the room.
It's the four of you.
Your father?
Yup.
I heard his voice last night.
Well, that would make sense, considering he was sitting right there, and I will point at the chair that he was in.
mostly shattered by the shotgun blast.
What did he say?
All kinds of things. Apologized for getting me into this mess. We talked about the apples. Talked about why I feel drawn to that other place. Reassured me I don't belong there, at least not yet. Told me what that visitor, who's all about that perfume you wear, what that is.
What did he say about that?
Called it a baron.
If that name means anything, that Aylin doesn't recognize it.
We didn't get to talk much about it.
You're not all right.
You don't say. I don't know about you, but I haven't been right since all this shit started.
I'm sorry for that.
Shrug. You didn't put me on that boat. Didn't try to murder me in a casino. You weren't the one who was hunting vampires and ripping their teeth out for years, so I don't see as to why you've got something to apologize for. Not where this is concerned, anyway.
And then sort of like, I don't want to have this conversation in front of other people.
You were the one who started it. I'm sorry. Am I supposed to be sparing your comfort?
No, fuck it. I want to speak with you, and I will do it in front of the other two if I have to. And she's tired. She's like rubbing her face.
We can give you the room if you need it.
Do you mind?
Raven will, without hesitation, stand up and walk out of the room.
Joe's gonna kind of look to Sloan for a second.
Sloan will pull out a flask and take a long drink. Your choice.
What do we have fighting? I mean, basically just like sit.
Wait for gunfire.
Outside. Basically, yeah. Wait for shouting to start, just in case.
They're in the back, library area, and you can go into the front room where most of the blood is being cleaned up.
Probably helps clean up a bit.
Yeah. Not eavesdrop.
Really? Not eavesdrop?
No.
When they're alone, Aylin I don't think that I deserve anything from you, and I don't think that you owe me anything. Sloan, I am so sorry about everything.
You're going to have to be more specific. You've got a bit of a laundry list of things that you owe me apologies for, darling.
I know. I have everything.
Is this an apology for walking out on me and my life going to pieces afterwards? Is this an apology for you dragging me to Italy to check in on your dear friend only for you to fuck him while I'm waiting downstairs so that we can go home?
Let's start with the worst of the offenses, which is leaving you. Because, I don't know, I clearly you've done far better without me, and all I've done in the time we've been apart is cause more problems for myself. And so obviously I am a mess without you. And these last few days have really reminded me of that.
Aylin, I could have done any of this with you. I didn't think we needed it. We had a comfortable life, made enough money to get by without it drawing too much attention.
We didn't.
And then the day you left, you told me that I couldn't give you the kind of life that you deserved. So clearly, we did need all of it. Or you did.
That's not true.
Well, unlike some people under this roof, I am not magical. Cannot read your mind. I can only go on what you told me. What you said was that I couldn't give you the life that you needed and deserved. And then you left. Worse, you were going to leave without telling me. You were just going to walk out while I wasn't home.
Sloan, I said what I thought you would believe.
Well, it worked.
I don't think that, Sloan, I love you so much. I loved you so much. And if I've learned anything in my life, it is that the things I love will eventually hurt me. So I picked the thing that would make it so that you would hate me and I could leave. Because if I left while you were there, you could stop me.
Everything you knew about me. What made you think that I would ever try and stop you from doing the thing that you seem to want? Considering that I had spent all the time we were together trying to give you everything I could. So if you turned around and told me that what you wanted was to go, I was never gonna stop you.
Fine. If I left while you were there, which you were, it would have been harder for me to leave because you were there.
Well, didn't seem all that difficult. You even let me carry your bag to the car. Carriage. I don't remember what it was. Doesn't matter. She lights another cigarette.
I don't know how to tell you that how much it hurt.
I don't know what to say to that. I don't think your impulse, chase things that hurt you and run away from the things that comfort you, is something I can fix for you.
I don't need you to fix it.
Now we get around to what Aylin needs. Go on.
I don't need anything from you then.
Certainly started that last sentence like you were getting around to telling me what you needed.
I don't know. I don't know how long I can be around you. And Aylin, truly is starting to cry.
I have had that thought several times since we met up again.
But I thought that maybe I could find a way around everything, but then the thing on the train happened, and I don't think that I don't want to see you get hurt because I've made a terrible decision.
Alan, I don't know if you've noticed, but half the people in my life make terrible decisions.
I know, and I don't need to be one more.
It's a little late for that. Plus, you go running off on your own, thinking you're going to spare me my pain. You're just going to get yourself killed.
I'm already doing that.
Yeah. Sounds a little bit like you want to speed up the process. I gotta tell you, if your goal is to not hurt me anymore, that's certainly not gonna fucking help.
Well, I wish you'd hate me more then.
One more thing you didn't seem to learn about me. All that time we were together.
I would have assumed Harry would have solidified that, but no.
Ain't that simple, darling. I have spent my whole life losing things and people over and over and over again. Somehow, no matter how many I lose, I can't seem to stop loving them.
Sloan, I don't think I'm allowed to love you anymore.
When have you ever listened to anything telling you what you could or could not do?
When it could have hurt you. And she looks at Sloane's neck.
You didn't do that.
It doesn't matter.
I tell you what, you can leave. That's what you want to do. I won't stop you. I've proven that a number of times. But you're going to go out there and you're going to get yourself killed. And then you're going to be another person I have to run all over this and other worlds to avenge. And that would really, really put a cramp in my lifestyle. So I think you should stay where there are people who can help protect you. We will figure out what this Baron thing wants. And if it's already dead, I'll find a way to murder it again.
And we just go on torturing each other.
She'll kind of take a long drag. I'm getting used to it.
Speaking of torturing each other, Raven and Echo, how you doing?
I imagine it starts off with them both starting to help clean up.
She would definitely be assisting in that, yeah. And as the night goes on, more and more people go to bed until it's just us.
Right. We should probably talk.
It would probably be beneficial if you're willing, at least.
But I wouldn't have started the conversation like that if I wasn't.
Fair.
Are you okay?
As much as I can be. Haven't stepped foot in England now in 2 years. Been on the run for all of that time. I did reconnect with my sister and Drew, obviously, which is great, but ran into you again and everyone else. And then more running. Seems like that's all we do anymore.
That's most of what we did before anyway. It was just because somebody was telling us to.
Yes, but we had a place at that time. It wasn't anything fancy, of course, but it was something. How are you?
Well, I've been better. It's been a lot. I've got probably about a half dozen people who've lost the person that's been taking care of them. And now I'm going to have to explain to them where she's gone. And
sometime. Well, glad you at least felt like had a place while we were working for the Queen.
It really wasn't working for her. That made me feel like I had a place. It was everyone. And especially you, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I never really felt at home doing that, but at least I was able to feel at peace, something like that. But figured it was only a matter of time till something went wrong. Now here we are.
Well, it wouldn't be us if things went well all the time, now would it?
I mean, I don't think it would be us doing what we do if something didn't go wrong at every possible opportunity. Seems to be a part of the job most of the time. Yeah.
I do you still feel uneasy around me?
It's somehow gotten more and less complicated. Don't A part of it is I think I'm just gonna have to come to terms with existing alongside things like Maggie and Almanar. But I think don't feel uneasy around you now.
Speaking of Elminor, do you remember the hunt?
I do, yeah. Of course I do. How could I fucking forget?
Fair. Well, I have been doing some research since we got here, and she'll pull out the gem that Elminor gave her. And I came across what this actually is.
And that would be
A symbol of a favor that she owes, that was granted to me for winning the hunt.
oh. Now isn't that a nice trinket to keep around?
Well, I don't know if it's in her power or if it's anyone's power. I had a thought. If it's because of what I am and not who I am, it's possible that she could change that, considering her abilities.
Freyja,
Yes?
please tell me that you're not trying or thinking about asking her to make you mortal.
I would be lying if I said the thought never crossed my mind.
I think Echo is going to slap Raven.
One point of non-lethal damage.
Ego damage confirmed. Okay. Ow. I'm sorry.
That's a tremendously stupid idea.
It was just a thought. I know it's not the most intelligent one, obviously, and that's why I never would go through with something like that without your input. And certainly not before all of this is over.
Don't need you to change yourself. Certainly not like that.
I would do anything for you, Echo. I just wanted you to know that. And I apologize if I upset you or made you fear that I would do something. Yes?
It's okay. I'm sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for.
But I certainly feel like I should apologize for slapping you.
No, I probably deserve that, honestly. Listen, I don't feel comfortable keeping this with that thought in my mind. Would you hold on to it?
I'll hold on to it.
And if you have that idea or think it is a good one or any other ideas, just let me know.
Raven. You're if there's one thing that I've realized, it's that whether you're like me or not, whether you're mortal or not, if hearing about you dying or coming damn near close puts me in a state where I stop caring about my own well-being for the sake of stopping, putting an end to whatever put you in that situation. It doesn't matter what you are. So I'm going to hold on to this. And we're going to agree that the thought of you being willing to sacrifice that for me means that we're both on the same page about each other. Right?
Right.
All right. If there's nothing else, there may be some plot to discuss. Not that that wasn't.
That's
charming
the
as
real
hell.
plot.
Y'all are charming
There-
as hell.
There may be one thing. Echo is Raven is still like holding the gem out in her hand, right?
Yeah, she is.
Echo is going to kind of close her hand over Raven's and lean in and kiss her.
And Raven would kiss back.
Hooray. Ah, thank goodness. The show is
Right.
saved.
I think with Aylin and Sloan fully just like coming to a stalemate, I think Aylin like will leave to grab. Well, is there alcohol in the library?
Yeah, there's alcohol in every room in this house.
Uh-huh.
Right. I'm going to get started on that. I'm going to get started on that now. Then,
Cool.
And-
So Echo and Raven, you guys, having settled some of the bad vibes and had a minute to maybe make out, or at least kiss, come back into the library to find that the vibes in here have gotten markedly worse, and Aylin has started drinking.
And Sloan is
Sloan
back
was
to
already
research.
drinking.
Sloan was already drinking, but she is also researching.
Right.
the
What are we
vibes
looking
are
into
rancid.
now?
Both girls are researching.
I did not hear what Termite said because Clara started talking. Sorry.
Sorry.
What are we looking into now?
The tyrant.
I thought that was taken care of. For the most part, at least.
Until we can figure out how to destroy it. People are just going to keep looking for it.
Have we considered putting it in a safe and dropping it into the ocean?
Because nothing we've come across so far can survive without oxygen or amongst the crushing pressure of water.
Also, if the safe for some odd reason ends up not being watertight after a while, does any of us really want to find out what happens when the book holding that thing starts falling apart because it's waterlogged?
Go ahead and give me a research roll to look into the book or the creature within.
Can I use my library perk?
Yes, you can.
Or library edge, I should say.
Yes.
Can I just give her my dice?
Only if you keep
No.
your luck.
You can roll your own for stuff. We're doing a research round.
Yeah.
Which can also involve like going out into the city and looking into stuff related to last night's attack.
I am
That's what
rolling
I'm
with
doing.
desperation.
I actually have a better thing I can do with my time.
Goddamn.
That's 8 successes. That's a critical. Hey, OT, I did it again. I didn't stop.
Fuck off.
I love you too, boo boo.
Okay. The section on werewolves is not super dense. The mentions of them are mostly like from Doc's notes and a book.
Hold on. I'm not looking for werewolf stuff.
I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Because in addition to here's the kind that I talked to and the little they told me about how their thing works, what Doc seemed to have been a lot more interested in is the thing that they fight. The worm. The inevitable sucking death of everything. Dragging all of reality slowly and steadily into nothing or itself or it's bad. Certain creatures and entities align themselves with it. Some are corrupted werewolves. Others are purer forms of malice and evil. The name for which I am currently looking up.
Banes.
That would be the
it's
one.
a bane.
Yes. This one specifically appears to have been pretty once you know it's a bane, there's a little bit here about no, for 8 hits, we're going to do it this way. What you get is that this thing is a powerful bane, and the way you would learn more is by going to talk to a werewolf.
In the middle of having this in the middle of doing this research and reading things over and probably having to translate from multiple languages, because like his daughter, Doc spoke a lot of languages. Sloan kind of puts her book down for a minute and lets out a deep breath. Am I completely misguided? But when I say I think I remember somebody talking about knowing a werewolf that wasn't trying to kill him.
You're not.
Raven, you unmuted, but we did not hear you speak.
I did not realize if Freyja was still going to be the scene.
Yes, you guys are all hanging out in the library, or around the house at least.
Yes, I do, actually. Well, Lyra knows him very well, at least.
Intimately.
Shut the fuck up. Sorry, that was uncalled
Shouted
for.
from her invalid bed upstairs.
Yes, she knows him intimately.
She's got exceptional hearing. Anyway,
She can sense when it's time to fuck with me.
that must be a weird.
Siblings.
I was going to say that must be a weird sibling thing.
It's a sibling thing. She loves to remind me that she fucks the werewolf.
Whenever I can.
I'd like to remind everybody that there are people who live in this house who do not get into the line of work that we're in.
Apologies.
Aylin's especially quiet about fucking other creatures.
That said, turns out it's called a bane, and werewolves fight them, or fight the thing that makes them, or they're devoted to. It's a being of malice and destruction and the inevitable end of everything. And I guess werewolves are some sort of weird, I don't know, warriors for Mother Earth or some nonsense like that.
Yeah, Doc's overview of the lore makes it sound so strange.
Out of character, I am just picturing a little bit that Sloan feels a little bit like Clara does every time I talk to Clara about werewolf, where it's just like, this can't be real.
Truly, I have my eyes are glazed over in real life. Aylin's like, you know what? Actually, as soon as werewolf was mentioned, I'm going to work on warding the house.
So yeah, we need to talk to werewolves, or a werewolf, and figure out how you get rid of a very, very powerful, very old bane.
Well,
You have a
we
meeting
are
with
unlocked.
them in about a month, right? In Germany.
Yes, in Germany.
Right, I forgot about that. Well,
yeah.
I can keep doing what research I can, but I think that that's about as good as it's going to get at this point. And frankly, I have not slept and don't think I'm going to be able to for a bit. So if everybody's all right with it, I'm going to go for a walk.
Don't see why not.
The other thing I'll give you on 8 hits real quick.
Yep.
I'll just confirm that this book is this book was probably bound and made in the last maybe 600-700 years. Or that's about how old you would date it at, given some of it's approximating. I mean, hard to say if this thing was made by humans, considering where it was recovered from. But yeah, the book is itself a powerful magical thing, an object of tremendous ability that has trapped this bane within it.
Do I get the feeling that we
for
could,
now?
Do I get the feeling that we could potentially get rid of the Bane and the book would still be like magical and able to be used again?
Hard to say, but if done correctly, we have no idea what correctly would look like, but if done correctly, yes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep that thought to myself. I'm not telling other people about that because Aylin is here. But
also, given the current state of the book and its apparent age, you would guess that it's good for another 30 years.
Oh, hell, we really do need to deal with this. She's like halfway to the door. By the way, that book is several hundred years old and probably won't hold up much longer than another 30. So if we're going to do this, we need to do it soon. And then she will leave.
Cool. Who else wants to do research?
Oh, sorry. Can I assume that I'm getting bonuses to like find a Bane and hurt a Bane later from that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
does anyone else have stuff? Yeah.
I have terrible things I want to do.
Good.
First, I need a bath.
Done.
Yeah. Okay. Couple things. One.
Long and luxurious. Plenty of soap.
I would like to work on setting up wards around the house. This is you said it was a couple days of work for this.
Yeah.
And of course, one could not use the super powerful book that we were just researching to power that. That would be a bad idea, correct?
I mean, I'm not here to judge your decisions based one way or the other. It's possible.
It is worth noting, Sloan did not mention the fact that the book itself is magical.
Oh, I know. Aylin's thinking about the Bane.
Yeah, she's thinking about using the thing inside of it to power the ward, which,
it might weaken it.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Give me an intelligence plus occult roll, please.
Wow. Do I use
One
my last
success.
Everyone
willpower?
thinks it's a great idea.
I'm gonna re-roll my... Hold on, I'm re-rolling my fucking failures. Aylin thinks it's a great idea.
It's a pretty good idea.
2 successes is enough that when you query the spirits about the odds of the success, Amanda comes forward and clarifies that you're asking if you can power a locomotive by putting a bunch of wolves in it by hand.
So no.
Not only no, but you will certainly be eaten. I mean, if you get the wolves in there, they'll burn. But first you have to hand load 10 wolves into a locomotive engine. Can you do that?
Right. In that case, I guess we're all going on a little walk. I would like to just put research time and energy into warding the house.
Cool. You find a slightly more discreet dowsing rod and begin patrolling the neighborhood. Go ahead and give me another searching roll.
Can I use my desperation?
Yeah. You guys just lost a bunch of danger. I'd love for you to get some more.
How bad's our danger?
It's down to 4 now.
It's at 4.
Yeah.
And how bad's our desperation?
4.
Desperation also comes down 1.
Oh, well, you didn't say that. You only talked about the danger. Sorry.
That's fair. I'm telling you now.
Desperation's at 3. Wow.
Wow.
That's a lot of dice for only one success, babe.
This is my last. Actually, no. I took
Yeah,
a
that was
bath.
your
I
last willpower.
relaxed, but I relaxed.
That's not how willpower regaining works,
yeah.
babe.
What
not
was your
sleep.
goal for the session?
Apologize to Sloan, which I did.
Cool. There you got a point of willpower
Go
back.
well. I'm going to use it immediately. Well, the dice hate me.
Cool.
This is fine.
Warding the house is going to be a thing that you do over the course of like a week between seasons.
Probably.
And it's not going to be great. Be pretty fundamental.
Well, I have to send a telegram to Harry.
Cool.
Let's just make everything worse, actually.
Yeah, you head off to the telegram office. We're going to stay at the house for a little longer and give Echo and Raven chances to look into or research anything that they are interested in. Like, how the fuck did those vampires know you guys were here?
Yeah,
That's what
Yep.
I was curious about too. Especially because I was disposing of the bodies. Did I
Mhm.
come across anything?
Did they have any like notes or letters or anything on them?
Any
Make an
identifying
investigation.
jewelry? Okay.
Make an investigation check.
Uh,
I need to put
Wits
more
or
goddamn points
intelligence.
into investigation.
It's a good skill to have.
I'll take 3.
I am re-rolling that.
Okay.
I am not going to be re-rolling the rest of the session, I guess. 1.
Okay. One success. You recognize the guy that Sloan shot at the back gate. Actually, hang on. No, because she brought them all back. You recognize his uniform, worn under a jacket and a wide hat. This guy worked at the telegraph office.
In New York?
No, here.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. 3 successes. A couple of things jump out to you, Echo. First of all, let's see. How much do you know about vampires? Like their social structure and stuff.
Oh, fuck all.
Okay. In that case, the fact that some of them were different and approached you very differently is interesting. Probably forming the idea that certain vampires lean into certain things.
Certain vampires can do different things.
Yeah. Like, why was one of them super ugly and another was very animal, and that one came at you with knives? Yeah. What's the deal? Looks like they, got the telegram, so they knew when you were going to be here. I think it would occur to you that if a group of vampires was able to determine when and where you were going to attack, or where you were going to be vulnerable, that this attack was probably, it's probably not the best they've got, but it's certainly the best this group had, could gather in a couple of days. there might be other allies with these vampires in the city. But other than trying to figure out who they were and track where they've been, going and looking for those other vampires would be a project. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, you might be good for now.
Until the other ones don't hear anything back and start to get antsy.
Yeah. In sort of a broad criminal organization context, this would keep you safe for a week, maybe 2, before someone started asking around.
Yep.
Echo.
Yes.
The man from the telegraph office didn't. Has Aylin left yet?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And she did tell us where she's going, or no?
Yeah, probably. Well, up to you. Aylin, would you have told them you were going to send a telegram?
I'm thinking. How bad do I want to fuck this up for us?
Just to play devil's advocate,
It's-
out of character, you didn't plan to go to the telegraph office until after you said you'd left because you were going to do your dowsing rod thing. And then you went, oh, wait,
That
I
is
have to go do
true.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
cool.
is
So
true.
no.
Yeah.
the thing. Sorry.
So, no, that's a
Fine.
good point.
Totally valid.
Yeah.
We should probably let them know that immediately.
Why?
Well,
Oh, right. Realistically, we're probably not going to have to worry about anything for probably a week. Might not have been everybody, but they have many. And considering, come to understand that they view their people as pretty disposable, largely. Don't think we've got anything to worry about right now.
my greatest concern is if I sent people to take someone out, and I hear word that they're standing and walking around, I'm going to come harder at them. We should be laying low right now.
In a military
Alright.
context, that might be true. In a criminal context, meh. Depends
That's kind
on. Yeah.
the thing is, one, it's going to happen one way or another. I think most of the local cell, for lack of better terms, has been taken care of. They're going to need reinforcements. They're going to need to. Word is going to need to spread, and I think we've got time, regardless of whether they see one of us walking around and word starts spreading or not. It's going to give us about the same amount of time. We'll be all right. They need to stay in the dark, literally and figuratively.
That's true. Well, as long as you're sure.
I know a thing or two about needing to keep things quiet.
Not always as quiet as you think.
I didn't say I was always good at it. So most of the time when things get loud, it's because it was necessary. Like the fire.
Because someone else started it.
I'm the one that put together the thing that you started.
I
I
wasn't.
assume that was Snake.
Yep. Snake has managed to come out. His face looks mostly the way it did. He's got one scar from his cheekbone down to his jaw. But given what he looked like after that dog had him, this is miraculous. Hey.
Glad to see you up and around.
Yeah, I wasn't sure that was an option. But hey, Maggie, she came through for me. And never gonna forget it. She said you she said you sort of blessed it, So thank you.
Unfortunately, your life is more valuable to me than. I like having you around. You happen to be important to me.
He's gonna give you a hug.
She will return it.
All right. So we're gonna get these sons of bitches? Is that the plan?
Well, that's the plan. It's gonna take some time. We're gonna need to.
Yeah.
You know
Put it all
the drill.
together. Yep, gotta find them, gotta put it all together, gotta get the right gear, and, where do they hide? We'll figure it out.
For now, well, most of us came after that looking quite worse for wear. So, taking time to regroup.
Yep. He looks at the pile of corpses. It's all them in the ground, though. We're up here and they're down there, so it's a pretty good night.
Sure is.
All right. We slip away from there to follow Aylin.
Just
You headed
heading to the telegram office, totally safe and fine and normal.
Yeah. Heading through town, trying to find. This place is different. There is so much happening in this town. The amount of changes it's gone through, clearly in every year for the last 15 or 20. Things have changed. New roads, new buildings, new people. New York is a city that's been around for a long time. And this is a place that's growing so fast. And you walk, and you get to the office. There's an older man sitting there, the headphone on, reading through some notes. Tap, 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 tap. Hello? Can I help you?
I just need to send a telegram.
Where to?
I'll give the address in Italy.
I see. Across the sea. Right,
Yes.
you understand that's going to be expensive. Do you have an account?
Yes.
What's the name?
Sloan Holliday.
Holliday. All right. Yep, I'll add it there.
Thank you.
What's the message, Mrs. Holliday?
Sorry. Clara had a reaction. Aylin has the same one. She just sort of snorts. Sorry. Need you in San Francisco immediately.
Just that?
I'm trying to think if they have any kind of like phrases that they've used as like a, hey, shit's real bad.
What do we roll for this before? Intelligence and subterfuge?
Sure.
Yeah. 3 successes and you guys have a code.
All right. I'm out of willpower, so it's going to be... man. Actually, this is my worst pool.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if you're fully out of willpower, you do get a -2.
Yeah, sorry. Exhaustion takes its toll.
I hate it here. 2 successes.
Yep. No.
Well, hopefully
I think it's similar to your attempt to plan a place to run. It was mostly you thinking about contingencies and kind of getting blown off.
Because Harry's an idiot.
Because Harry doesn't think anything really bad could happen to him.
Let's see. Need in San Francisco immediately. I've messed up. That's the last thing she's going to add.
All right. I will send that right away. And in the event of a response, I should send it to...
You can send it up to the Holliday house.
Please roll Wits and Insight.
How much am I fucking us over? Three successes.
Cool. He nods, puts that note with the other, and then leans over and writes another one. And gives you a smile and a nod, like, good day.
All right, get it.
He did not write a bonus note for the guy, for any of the people in front of you in line.
Excuse me, just silly little question. What is that? If I need a receipt, I can bring it up to the house.
No, I just need to make a note here and there. Certain items.
Oh?
International, you see. Bullshit.
I see. I'm gonna lean in. Aylin's got her perfume on because of course she does. She's not taken it off since we got attacked. This is a matter of great importance. It would be very, very helpful if I knew any of the contingencies that were placed upon something like this. Man, I really wish I had willpower.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check. You're still at a -2 for tired.
-1 because of the perfume.
Yeah.
Can I use manipulation because I'm lying?
Yeah.
Can I use my desperation dice?
Yeah.
What are we at, gang?
3.
3.
3.
Watch me get no successes.
No successes, 3 ones.
6 successes. This perfume works.
Yeah, it also kills you.
It's not killing me. The ghosts are killing me. Get it straight.
They're both killing you.
I don't think the perfume is helping.
thing.
The mental threshold I set for this test, for you to get something out of this guy, without arousing suspicion was 6. As you lean over, he's paying attention to you, listening, engaged by your presence. You glance over at the note, and it simply says,
It simply says what?
It simply says, attack failed. Holliday lives.
Huh. Fascinating. Oh man, I'm trying to figure out how much I don't think I can lie my way out of this and be like, oh no, the attack succeeded, Holliday is dead, I just stole the house. That feels like a really big lie to come up with right now.
I don't have a problem telling you that you would need 10 successes to sell that.
That's so many.
Yes, because it's an absolutely insane thing to say to a person who you already told that is not the case.
No, you're so right. Fuck me. All right. Lovely.
Let's be clear, it's possible. You'd need to crit twice and then some.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm so sorry. I don't think I caught your name.
Michael.
That's a lovely name. Does he have a wedding ring on?
Yeah.
Damn it. Fuck it. Michael, I'm new in town. And what time is it?
10 in the morning.
I was looking for a place to have lunch. Is there a chance that you could direct me somewhere, or failing that, take me yourself? I hate it. I'm trying to get him to, I'm trying to delay this note situation. I don't know how I'm going to solve the problem. I can delay it.
Gotcha.
Or our friends are going to show up and try to get to the telegram office because they know something's up. Maybe.
Well, that was not mentioned, so.
That was not mentioned.
All right, I'm going to ask for another roll. Manipulation, persuasion.
I hate it.
Try and get this guy out of the office before he can send that message.
God damn it.
This might be more pivotal to future plot elements than anything that happened in that fight.
So I'm at 7 in my dice pool. I'm adding the 3 for desperation, but I actually am -2 because of the fuck it. Well, plus, hold on, I'm doing math because a bunch of things are fighting each other right now.
Yeah.
6 for the dice pool because Limerence perfume, -1, 2, +1, then -1. So yeah. I'm at
Yes.
6 for the dice pool.
And keep in
3
mind
for
that you
desperate.
can burn willpower if you feel it is appropriate.
You can take aggravated willpower damage, yeah.
I do think I might take aggravated willpower damage for this.
Also, I'm actually going to say that in this case, you were acquiring information because you wanted to know what the note said. Now you know what it said, so you're not going to get your desperation.
Fine.
You're no longer acquiring information. You're trying to make a move.
Fine.
Unless your plan is to take this guy and interrogate him.
Well, I'm certainly not going to not do that. Do I get desperation or no?
I'll allow it because I like danger.
5 successes.
Just gonna throw it out
really
there.
pretty.
You have 3 dice that didn't come up on successes. If you take ag willpower damage, you can re-roll those 3.
Fuck it, it's a season finale. 6 successes.
There you go. On 5 successes, he would have taken a moment to pass that note to someone else and then gone with you. On 6, he doesn't pass off the note. You have distracted him just enough that whoever he might have been able to trust, whatever runner might have taken this to a destination, is not dispatched. You're able to have a probably pretty tense lunch. Not that he's aware of the tension. And whoever was going to hear what was on that note won't.
Yay!
Not for a little while.
Cool.
I would like the danger and the desperation to decrease by an additional 1.
I did so good, you guys.
You did. We're so proud of you.
Now you just have to make progress damage. Now you just have to make progress on your ambition to get that willpower damage taken care of.
Which is crazy because we have not touched that all season.
We've talked about it.
Wow.
We just haven't had time.
Well, when Harry gets here, maybe we'll work on it.
Yeah. Sloan.
Yeah?
Where are you headed, buddy?
To the opium den?
All right.
Actually,
Tell me about it.
I think she would stop at Bella's place first because it's actually open.
Mm-hmm.
And she was supposed to see Bella today anyway. Because she couldn't come the day before. If I remember correctly from last session.
Yep.
So she will go there. She will get measurements taken, give some like directions on fabrics and stuff that she wants her next favorite outfit to be made out of. Mm-hmm. And then she will head to the opium den.
Bella takes in your appearance, especially the injury to your foot. My God, what have you done to yourself? Absolutely. You know my outfits are not necessarily designed for the sporting life. I do my best, but...
I wasn't planning on sporting when it happened, so...
Yes, well, that's sort of the point of a sporting life, is it not? It just sort of happens.
I was sitting in my library. I had done everything I could possibly have done to make sure that it was a nice, calm evening, and let's just say that the universe had other plans. I'll be fine.
Well.
And you are about to make a very nice commission, so...
Oh. God willing, my next set of shoes won't be shot to pieces.
She will give her a strained smile. God willing.
So they will.
One can hope not.
She gets to work on a suit for you.
Excellent. Okay. And then I'm headed to the opium den. I'm going to go see Garnet.
Yeah.
Oh, Sloan is actually using the cane that's in her art now, by the way. Now that her foot's all shot up, she pulled the cane out of like a closet at the house. She looks downright dapper with it.
Mm-hmm.
With the exception of the pronounced limp.
Yeah. Everybody limping around today. Yeah. Opium's still currently not exactly legal. So you're dealing with a pretty concealed outfit here.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully we're on the West Coast. People look away a little bit more here, so
Yeah. Yeah, you enter what's probably on the surface a fairly nice bar. And then below that becomes a place of lounging and deep intoxication.
Yep.
Garnet smiles at you as you enter.
Darling.
Gives a little wave to one of the people working there and get something ready. How are you?
It's been too long since I've come to see you.
True. You're hurt.
I am. Thank you for noticing.
Well, are you safe?
For now, as far as I can tell.
I know you would not bring this trouble to me, so I shall assume it is behind you for the moment.
I would not. I'm fairly certain it'll be nightfall before we see any more open trouble.
Well, if you should happen to stay the night, I suppose we could find room.
Someone kind of smirks. No one else knows I'm here. Except maybe Emmett. I suppose he'd figure it out.
He is very clever.
He is. It is his job to be. Well, it is his job to take care of the roses, but him being clever is a bonus, I suppose.
You were away for quite a while.
I was. I had an unexpected trip I had to make.
Very unexpected, I should think.
Extremely.
Nothing to do with that fire, I hope.
One could say the fire happened as I was on my way out of the state. I wasn't the one who said it, but I did get to see a little bit of it before I left, as I was leaving.
I see. Well, enough talk of business. Come with me. And you guys can party as long as you want.
Excellent.
Yeah, she sets someone else to watch the place. Plenty of time to get high. And once you're there...
I'm not going there. I'm not going anywhere for a while.
Yeah. She is happy to get in your... Well, she wants to make sure that that injury is okay. And once your shoes are off, everything else is going to follow.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything else from the gang for the rest of the day, or do we reconvene that evening and plan a next move?
I would say reconvene, but that's just me.
Yeah, we can reconvene.
I will say that Sloan personally is not planning to go home. So Garnet may have to deliver her, or Emmett may have to come get her.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. If Sloan's not back within a few hours, Echo's gonna be like, maybe I was wrong. We should probably go check on people.
Yeah.
Cool. Question for Sloan.
Yep.
Would Emmett tell these people where you went?
Probably.
I'm thinking no.
Probably not, but he might offer to go get her. Or go see if he can find her, is probably a better way of putting it.
Cool.
If they stress that it was very, very important that that she come home, then he might come looking.
Once Aylin finishes lunch with the narc at the telegram office, it is of the utmost importance you get back.
Yeah, but I don't do that.
Yes, well, we're going to either send Emmett or I'm going to get you myself. And don't you want that to happen?
It would make for an interesting scene.
So do you
We
guys
don't
ask
have-
Emmett or do you go looking yourselves?
I think we can send Emmett.
We send Emmett, and then I send Lucian
still-
above
Yeah,
Emmett.
it's still daytime, so I think we send, or like daytime into early evening.
Yeah.
So I think we send Emmett.
Cool. Emmett. Is Emmett a statted out contact?
No, Emmett is a touchstone.
Just a touchstone? Okay. I would like you, Sloan, to roll. Let's make it charisma and etiquette.
Okay. I actually have etiquette. Don't have much, but I have some. 1 success.
Cool. Yeah, he is going to come in and try and take you away from this wonderful world that you find yourself in.
Try to convince me to leave.
More like he's going to tell people, hey, we've got stuff going on. Can someone go and get her? And someone who works there is going to come and be like, hey, apparently your people need you. Up to you whether you go or if you just like, I'm fine, deal with it yourselves.
I think at first she tried to say no, and then there'd be a moment where she would kind of pause a little bit and she'd go, "What time is it?"
Early afternoon.
And who's here?
Your driver, ma'am.
She'd look like she really, really, really doesn't want to go. She'd just sort of like look back at Garnet.
Who is currently curled up on your shoulder, giving you puppy dog eyes.
You remember that business I said is unlikely to happen until nightfall?
I do.
There is a chance it might be bubbling up a little early, and I should go before I bring it to your doorstep.
The employee has like cracked the door and not entered privacy.
Mm-hmm.
So she says to the door, she'll be there in 20 minutes. And smiles at you mischievously.
I will not argue.
Half an hour later, you're back in the car. And you guys can have a conversation with a slightly put out and high Sloan.
Sloan, when she shows up, somehow manages to look extremely put together. Like all of her, her clothes are all buttoned right. Her hair is styled properly. Her hat's in place. Her cane is fine. She looks like she just got ready for a big day and she's totally put together. But
So, to be clear, she looks like she looked when she left the opium den with Echo.
did Echo put her back together?
She
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Yes, except that the person who put her back together this time is like intimately familiar with exactly how she dresses and exactly how her clothes should settle on her and whatever. But the look on her face suggests that she is not focused
Elsewhere.
and deeply
Also-
unhappy to be here.
Do you smell like opium?
Yes,
Unavoidably. And incense, probably expensive.
lots of incense.
probably smells like a lot of things.
Yeah. All right. Discuss.
What do you all want that was so important that I get here now?
Someone at the telegram office is working for the people who attacked us. Aylin
Oh,
is
good, there's another
already
one.
drinking.
One of the people was here, that one of the bodies is we recognized from the telegraph office, actually.
Which body?
The one that didn't turn to ash.
Oh, the one out by the back gate. She will stare as she waits for an answer.
Yes, that one.
He fucking deserved it.
Well, yes.
Different complicated territory, but likely, yeah.
He tried to kill my driver, so he fucking deserved it.
Right, well, then they've been replaced, and there is someone else there.
So do we...
Wait, sorry, you went to the telegraph office?
Yes,
Tell me you didn't send a telegram.
I did.
Who did you send it to?
Harry.
Fuck. You probably just
What?
painted a target on him. You just gave them their address.
Well,
That's
actually,
not entirely...
funny story about that.
Not entirely how that works. You give them the address of the local office, and then they go in and pick it up. I somehow doubt that Harry has the kind of deal worked out with the local office in Italy, where he's hiding out, that I have with the local office here, where they bring things to me.
Moreover, I was able to at least delay any sort of missive that would have alerted them to the fact that the attack on the house was unsuccessful.
We need to hire guards. We need to do something because we cannot keep... They know where we are.
And that's why I reached out to Harry. I'm trying to ward the house. It would be probably faster if I had other people helping.
Question. The person you ran into, is this you delayed them temporarily and somebody needs to take care of them more properly, or do you think he's going to forget?
I think that he's not going to forget, but I suppose he's forgotten about the note at least. I don't know.
Right, can
I'll
you give
get
me a
my gun.
description? No! Guns are loud.
Fair.
Aylin finishes drink 1 and pours drink 2.
Sloan is sipping from her flask. She looks positively nonplussed.
I'm glad to see one of us is taking this well.
I don't think she could take this poorly if she wanted to.
I've
It's not
noticed.
very nice.
Everyone should be very, very glad for my little outing today. My patience was wearing very thin.
If I if I were the woman who had questioned your actions, I might ask if putting yourself in a position where you're a little bit what's the word I'm looking for? Slow on the draw is a good idea right now, but fine.
Yes, well, I didn't put things in my blood that were going to get me killed, so...
Right. Well, good news. Most of the vampires in the area likely have been taken care of. So that missive would have just brought them here, so they'd still have to travel.
With that being delayed, it's going to be longer till they get here, which does mean we have more time. Unless word gets out, for example, through this individual sending a message later, we probably have a week or two before people start asking around. I suggest we take that time to prepare as best we can, because once word gets out, then we're going to have a much bigger problem than this one.
Yes. Aside from warding the place, I don't know what else I can do, so hopefully Harry checks his mail.
I am always prepared to shoot someone who comes into my home uninvited.
Even now?
Yes.
Aylin looks unconvinced.
I am seeing 2 of everyone, but that's fine. I have 2 guns.
Jesus Christ. Jesus
On
Christ,
that note,
Sloan.
considering that the first attack failed, they're probably going to send a lot more. At the very least.
Like I said, I don't know what else to do other than fortify the house the best way I know how. So unless you have a source of power that isn't going to make everything worse, all I can do is what I have done.
Echo, you said we'd have a little over a week, possibly 2.
My best guess, yeah.
I can send Lucian to keep an eye on the building.
Might I suggest that our light-fingered compatriot go and see about stealing that note so that they think it was sent, but it was not?
Probably a better alternative to what I was going to do, yeah.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I still think we need to kill the bastard, but I think we should start with getting rid of the note, buying ourselves as much time as we can.
I got
I'd rather...
question here. At this point, Wyatt enters, having heard a little bit. I don't disagree with any of what y'all have been saying. Sounds wise. What then? How long are you planning to stay?
Well, we can't stay for long anyway. We apparently have to be in Germany to talk to werewolves.
We are stuck here for at least a month, unless you can think of a better way to travel.
That, actually...
Before we get on a damn boat.
It could happen in a month. You're going to sit here for the whole month?
But I think we might be better off going after them.
Points at Echo.
I figured out a couple places where they've been working out of. Remember those healing springs?
Yeah, there's one in New York.
There's a couple out this way, too.
Well, it turns out, one, I'd wager guess that our couple of friends here that seem to be in league were previous clients of those. Probably would have talked them all up if you gave them a chance. Seems like sometimes when people go there with an ailment, they get significantly better. Talk about how it was a miracle and how the healing spring helped them. Which is why I said the whole situation with vampires gets complicated on whether or not the person deserved it. Free will is mutable when it comes to that. The rest of them tend to not come back. So, ideally, realistically, what I think is happening is people go there because they're sick. The ones that they can take advantage of get taken advantage of and sent back to collect more people to grow their ranks. And the ones that are like your unfortunately departed father find themselves on the wrong end of a vampire's fangs at best.
Well, they are also obsessed with spreading disease throughout the whole world and wanting that to be how the world goes out. So I would guess some of them might be getting eaten, but just as many might just be getting made sicker.
Well, that's what the snake oil side is for.
I'm just saying, I don't think that this is quite as simple as they just lure sick people in to feed on them. I think there might be something bigger going on. They're a cult for all intents and purposes.
Can you stand?
Can I stand what?
Can you stand us working out of your home for a few months? A few weeks?
She kind of gives a long breath.
Realistically, the sooner we're out of here, the better. It'll put the rest of the people here in less danger.
Well, regardless of where we end up working from, I'm going to be the one paying for everything anyway, so I'd at least like the comfort of my own bed as much as possible. But I can look into investing to making this place a little bit more secure. When I had it built and moved in and brought my staff here, I did not exactly think I was going to be dealing with break-ins from vampires with shotguns and disease.
Well, that's what I thought when I broke into the Bank of London too, and we'll see how that turned out for me.
She kind of blinks a little bit, like she caught the Bank of London thing, but is also like taking a minute to like process it because her brain isn't moving quite as fast as usual. Well, then I assume we can trust you to be able to break into a telegraph office.
Be a problem?
You should know it is open all the time, so you're going to have to be creative.
Creativity is about half of what I do.
Excellent. Well, then I will leave it in your capable hands.
All right. You've discussed some of the strategies the vampires are using. Short-term plan, go after the Poxers. Long-term, meet the werewolves in Germany to discuss the Tyrant and, theoretically, the White Wolf. What comes after that? Who can say? I would now like the final roll of this season. Echo. Dex and Larceny.
Absolutely.
Use your desperation dice.
Sure. All right. We're at what, 2?
3.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 desperation, but we're at 3. We're at 3 danger. Sorry.
All right, gang. Let's check this. Hold on.
That was
Call that fucking shot. You call that fucking shot.
There we go.
Check this and rolls 6 hits.
7.
Willpowered for 7.
Mm-hmm.
Echo, you head out into the cool evening air. You walk up to the telegraph office. Spend a couple of minutes hanging out, reading a newspaper. Then see the person Aylin described stand up, throw a bag over their shoulder, tuck something into their back pocket, and walk out. They get about 15 feet from the building before you slip up behind them, put your hand in their back pocket, pull the note out, drop it into yours, and walk away.
Like ass shit.
Piece of cake. Now, if you'd like to get rid of the individual as well, up to you.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna frame this as a mugging gone wrong.
Cool. A few blocks later, he takes a turn down a dark street, runs into something sharp, and won't be found for an hour.
Pockets are emptied. All his shit's kind of tossed. And Echo is gone.
An absolute blade in the dark. Thank you all for joining us for season 2 of The Great Game.